attorney, nag-react na rin ng Marcos administration dun sa, the reported request of the pastor na kung sakasakaling susuko siya, mangangako din ng gobyerno na hindi siya extradite to the US. Sinabi ng government natin, hindi sila pwedeng mangako ng ganon because of our commitments under the extradition treaty. Ano po yung comment niyo doon?
Naku naman, si Undersecretary naman, hindi naman nakikinig. Sana nakikinig po sana siya. Ang request po ni Pastor Apollo si Quiboloy, noon ito I don't know if this is still standing now Ang request po niya noon is mag-execute lang ng written declaration si Presidente Marcos na hindi siya i-extraordinarily render. Wala kaming sinabi na extradition process because if there is an extradition process, there is a strong possibility that we will face it because it is in accordance with the treaty. What we are requesting is he should not be extraordinarily rendered kasi illegal yun. If you read Section 48 of the Anti-Terrorism Act, there is even a ban against extraordinary rendition. Yun ang aming request. They are twisting facts just to have good soundbites to the public.
Well, sir,
linawin ko lang attorney, you did not ask for written assurance or an assurance from the government na hindi siya i-extradite. Hindi extradition.
Hindi
over
extraordinary
extradition.
rendition. There is a difference between extraordinary rendition from extradition. Yung extraordinary rendition, kidnapping yon in other words. Yung i-diretso mo na lang ibigay yung kanyang custody doon sa Amerika. Aba, ayaw namin yan. Kasi si Pastor has the intention of clearing his name here. And if there is a need for an extradition process, there is a strong possibility that we will fight it out. Because we have a chance to fight it out in an extradition process. But in an extraordinary rendition, wala kaming laban doon. Kasi that is a government-to-government, what to call this, thing.
Yes.
And that is illegal under the law. And what is being requested by Pastor Apollo si Quiboloy is perfectly legal. It is even covered under Section 48 of the Anti-Terrorism Act. Grabe naman. Klaro-klaro naman yun.
So, Attorney, for the record, ano yung official request nyo? Ano yung, para walang marites, walang chismis, no? Yung, ano talaga yung hiningi nyo?
Pastor noon. Ang official request ni Pastor noon is, noon yan I don't know kung applicable pa ba yan ngayon. Ang dami na nangyari. May namatay na 59 na hospital as of last count, no? 4 ang nagsuffer ng heart attack, no? So hindi ko alam kung standing pa yan. Pero ang declaration ni Pastor noon, mag-execute ng written declaration na hindi siya extraordinary render sa Amerika at hindi mag-exert ng effort na hindi makialam ang Amerika dito sa Pilipinas, no? And to be signed by the President, by the DOJ Secretary, by the PNP Chief, by DILG, Department of National Defense. Yan yung request noon. That is a reasonable request. Why is it a reasonable request? Because he is the President of the Republic. He took an oath to protect its citizens. And he should do it.
Attorney,
Pero attorney, wala naman tayong history ng extraordinary rendition Saka,
wala?
Bakit tayo magpapadala tayo kung sakasakali kung wanted siya ng US? Ang US ang nag-extraordinary rendition. So they have halimbawa may terrorist suspect sa kanila, papadala sa atin para dito anahin. Pero ang Philippines, wala ako natatandaan na case natin na tayo nagpadala ng suspect natin to be prosecuted in another country.
Ay, mabuti nga yan, wala yan. Kaya nga written declaration na lang kailangan. Because if that happens, at least we have a paper to show to the public. Mr. President, kinikidnap na siya ng Amerika dito. Baka pwede mo kaming tulungan. Pinirmahan mo ito So, masama ba yan? Walang masama po yan. At least, may papel kami na mahawakan. Mag-seek kami ng help sa PNP o yung PNP ninyo, pumirma dito. na hindi, kinidnap na si Pastor, please stop it. Yun ang, walang masama po talaga sa request ni Pastor, no? Kasi, I already told you that, no? We have a social contract theory. We surrender some of our rights to the government in turn protects us, no? Social contract theory, that is the foundation upon which all Republican governments are founded upon. That's the theory of John Locke, then Rousseau, even Thomas Hobbes, no? So, if Pastor requests that, he is simply exercising his right as a citizen of the Republic, requesting the President of the Philippines, sir, protect me if that happens. That's very reasonable.
Attorney, I completely get what you mean. There is a difference between extradition and extraordinary rendition. Extradition, of course, goes by treaty that's covered by international law and treaties between states. Extraordinary rendition is outside of the bounds of law. It is basically kidnapping for one state to take over the jurisdiction of a person from another state. In other words, punta rito, dampot, kidnap, at labas po sa batas. So that's pretty clear. But also my question to you is this: how can you get a guarantee from the President that he will not allow extraordinary rendition when to begin with extraordinary rendition is kidnapping, which
for something which doesn't exist.
which is not allowed by law.
We need that.
Hindi natin ginagawa
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, that was done by the U.S. here during the time of Thomas Merrick. During the time of President Duterte here in Davao
Yung nasabugan.
City. An American was suspected of bombing in the Philippines,
In a hotel.
and while the Philippine authorities were in the process of filing cases against him, somebody allegedly from American authorities, swooped him from Davao City and brought to the U.S.
Yes,
That
sir.
happened during the mayorship of President Duterte.
Yes,
here,
sir. We heard about that,
If
sir.
that happened to an American, there is danger that it may happen to a Filipino citizen. Just because that did not happen to a Filipino citizen yet, maybe there is no official report yet. We never know if that was done in the past, because even in Panama, presidente na nga sa Panama yon, si Noriega. Nakidnap pa nga ng Amerika. Doon maramis po sa Amerika. How much more dito sa Pilipinas? Posibleng mangyari. Kaya kailangan na ni Pastor noon ng papel, kasi kung gagawin yan, at least may panghawakan kami, pwede kaming dumulog sa PNP. Please stop that.
Pero sir, it is kidnapping, sir. I mean, it would be kidnapping, so that's beyond the bounds of the law. So that would be legal to begin with.
Yes, sir. Pero kailangan ni Pastor na may papel na if that kidnapping will happen, ang mga Amerikano yun may papel dito, kailangan i-stop ito. Bawal ito. Presidente na ang may hawak nito. Walang masama dun, sir. Maski kidnapping ngayon, illegal yan. Pag may papel ka, with more reason that you have, you can convince the police na maski mga puti yan, dakpin ninyo yan. May order ng presidente na dapat walang extraordinary rendition. Anong masama niyan, sir? Yan lang po.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Sir,
I hope you understand.
Yes, sir. Sir, let me shift gears naman, sir. So basically, there is no opposition from Quiboloy's camp if extradition process proceeds forward. In other words, if the U.S. asks for the extradition of Pastor Quiboloy, will there be opposition from Pastor Quiboloy's camp, or will it go with the petition?
We will assert his rights, right, sir. We will assert his rights, and part of the assertion of his rights would be questioning the basis for his extradition, of course, and that is perfectly legal under the law. We will do everything what is required by law.